Hello, some people are asking how I wired up my LED lights in my cupboards. These are wired up to the 12 volt system off the motorhome. All I've done is taken the wire from the back of the USB port, which is the wiring up there which is taped. The USB port has a 12 volt and a negative earth. All you're going to do is bridge into that. The 12 volt will go straight from there down to the LED lights. The earth, the negative side, has to go to this switch first. This is the on and off switch. From this switch you then go up to the LEDs. That's how the switch works, on, off. The ones in the cupboards are done exactly the same way. The switch is down there, the wiring for the switch goes underneath the trunking, and then the trunking goes all down the side, down to the back as you can see, and the wire is tucked down there, as you can see the wiring all the way up behind the fridge. The wiring in this cupboard is done the same. There's the switch, the on and off switch. The wire goes behind the trunking. The LEDs are fitted behind here, and then this is the amplifier for the aerial. The feed wire that powers the amplifier is a power and earth wire. So you cut into that, you then run the wiring all down behind the fridge, down to the bottom cupboard, and that is how both them two are wired up the same. I hope this helps everybody. If you need to ask any further questions, feel free to do so. Today I am doing an engine service on the motorhome. I'm going to start by changing the air filter. The air filter is there, held on by 4 screws. What I'm going to do is to remove this clip, remove that pipe with 2 screws at the back, and that will allow that to move for me to get into the screws 1, 2, 3 and then number 4. I'll get that done and then I will show you. New air filter in. All I've got to do is put the top back on and then put it all back together, and then I can change the engine oil. It's the air filter box all screwed down. That clip is put back on, and the screws, which you can see one there and one is down there, are all screwed up nice and tight. Right, I've had the engine running for about 40 minutes to its hit temperature. What I need to do first is to remove the filler cap and then go underneath and drain the oil. Right, that oil filter needs to be removed, and there's a sump plug there that you need to undo, and I will show you that in a minute. Right, we're underneath the engine now. Sump plug needs to be removed, and then I'll change the oil filter. Oil drainer to drain the oil. Right, need to be very careful because this is going to be very hot. Put some rubber gloves on and then just slowly undo it. Don't let it all come off in one go because it will splash. So there you go, that's the oil being drained. To remove the oil filter, I use a proper extractor. These are quite cheap to buy, or you can use a pair of mole grips, big pair of pliers, does the same job. There you go. Very messy. I better take the glove off this. Forgot to get a rag to wipe my glove. Never mind. Right, let's get the oil filter on. What I tend to do is get a cloth and wipe all the housing. And then the oil filter, dab some oil around the oil seal, the top of the oil filter where the seal is. But I always fill this with oil first before I put it back on. And then just screw it on and tight. Ugh. And then get the tool and then just turn it, not too much, about a quarter of a turn, and that's all you need to do. Right. Right, now that all the oil's drained out, putting the sump plug back in with a new washer. Always change the washer. And try not to over tighten the sump plug, because you can strip it and then you're in trouble. That'll do, mate. Give it a wipe to get any excess off, excess oil that is. And away we go. Just got to put the oil in now. Right, when putting the oil in, I find it a lot easier to use a small pop bottle, 500ml pop bottle, fill it with oil, and then slowly pour it in. The problem with this motorhome is that the filler hole is too far back. There is a tool that they supply, but it don't work. This is just easier, as you can see. And then once that's done, you top it up. And it takes 4.5 litres, the engine does, so it's not going to take you long to do. When you put the oil in, all you need to do is put your top back on, run it for a couple of minutes, and then let it settle. I leave it for about 10 minutes. Once it's settled down, pull your dipstick out, check the level. If it needs topping up, top it up a little bit. And there you go. Very easy job to change oil. All that's left to do now is to reset your service light. By the steering wheel is a panel, 2 screws in. Undo the screws, lower the panel, and you can see your diagnostic port. Plug in your diagnostic equipment, make sure the ignition on, and it'll power up my system. I am using a Snap-on Solus Ultra. There you go. Service reset is complete. All done. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. We've got another mug.
Not me, the mug.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've already got a mug sitting in that chair.
We've got 3 mugs now.
Yeah, I'm glad you know it. It's what your ears look like, just sticking out that bleeding hat.
Yeah.
Got him to tuck his lug holes away, don't I?
Could fly.
Anyway, I said to Karl, not everybody has diagnostics equipment like him, because not everybody is a mechanic. So I've told him, well, what you going to do?
What do you mean what I'm going to do? I got a slap on the wrist.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, Your GoPro face, man.
You want me to tell
me?
people that they can buy service reset tools from eBay or Amazon from about £20 upwards?
Yes.
Yep.
And I will get Karl to find a couple of links for some that he thinks are suitable. And they will be in the description.
Yep.
So that's it then, Eddie?
Yeah, unless you want to spend £4,500 on my kit.
Yeah, well, he was a mechanic. So that's it then, we're going. And we will see you on the next one, won't we?
We will.
Ugly? Okay then. Bye.
Bye.